What up, y'all? It is your boy, Zach, as known as King of all YouTubers here, back for more electrifying videos. Before I begin, take all colors of lightning and our YouTube channels, and Hawk, smash them all into the subscribe button, because we are writing positive comments each day. Tomorrow's the big day, and tomorrow is the 1 hour Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And the YouTubers, which Force was right all along. Switch Force said in a paragraph, this Nintendo Direct is all about the upcoming games of the Nintendo Switch 2 and why are they coming, and it is going to have 60 minutes of absolutely fun and Mario-village fun. And was Switch Force right? Yes. Because Nintendo made an announcement and said join in for a 60-minute presentation. Nintendo of America said this on Twitter/X, and Switch Force was right all along. And so, as of today, I am going to be doing final predictions of what's going to happen tomorrow morning, because a big 60-minute Nintendo Switch 2 Direct starts around 6 a.m. So, here are my final predictions for what's to come tomorrow morning of the 60-minute presentation. So the first thing I want to talk about is the indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Here's the first thing I want to announce. So, there are 5 to 10 indie games that I would like. Some of them could be very more than likely to come to the Nintendo Switch 2. And a lot of people have been speculating these indie games. And 10 of these indie games will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. And these indie games have been mentioned. And it's okay to not know the name of these 10 indie games. But some of these are more than likely to come to the Nintendo Switch 2. And Nintendo usually announces indie games in the small indie world presentation that Nintendo usually does. But for tomorrow, they are doing huge segments for announcing indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Indie games that could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. I am really excited about these indie games getting announced tomorrow morning. Now, the next segment I would like to talk about is getting to the good stuff. For an example, the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. Here is the first one I would like to talk about. Mario Strikers. Mario Strikers is a video game that could potentially come to the Nintendo Switch 2. Possibly. There are so many Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games that could come. Mario Strikers Battle League is more than likely to come, because people are speculating that Mario Strikers Battle League could be a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game, and we are so excited that this could be happening. The next one I would like to talk about is Far Cry 7. Far Cry 7, so if you don't know what Far Cry is, it is a franchise full of absolute amazing entertainment where you're this guy hunting and doing this amazing Far Cry adventure. Far Cry 7 could get announced as a Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game which I am super duper excited for. Now, the rest of these Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are more than likely to come to the Nintendo Switch 2 because things are gonna get more crazy. This next one I would like to talk about is Borderlands 4. Now, Nintendo has talked about this before on April 2nd, 2025, because from the company that announced Borderlands 4 coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. And Borderlands 4 just got announced. I am so excited for Borderlands 4 to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. It is going to be crazy. This next one I would like to talk about is Super Mario Maker 2, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. This could potentially happen because for Super Mario Maker 2 on the Nintendo Switch original console, there were no extra game styles, except there was Super Mario 3D World along with other game styles, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros., and the original Mario Bros. And I would like to talk something about this later of a brand new game style coming. I'm going to talk about this later for a brand new segment as of today. And Super Mario Maker 2 could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's very possible that this could happen. Getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game, I'm so excited. This next one I would like to talk about is about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game, because a lot of people have been speculating that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate could be another one of the other games that could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 as a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Could be adding extra things in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, making it 4K 120 frames per second as a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 edition. This next one I would like to talk about is a collection. This could be Luigi's Mansion and Luigi's Mansion 2. What if there was like a Luigi's Mansion collection in which I am talking about Luigi's Mansion HD and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, combine them and you get a Luigi's Mansion HD collection coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's very highly likely that this could happen, bringing this to the Nintendo Switch 2 as a Luigi's Mansion HD collection. Nintendo has so many possibilities that they can do. We're thinking of really creative ideas that could potentially happen. Okay, this next game that could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 could be possibly another Mario game. And this other Mario game I would like is Super Mario Run. For the mobile game Super Mario Run, you can play it on your Samsung tablets, Samsung phones. Super Mario Run could get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, getting your Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, playing Super Mario Run on your Nintendo Switch 2. This is very possible that this could happen, getting this very, very first Nintendo Switch 2 edition. We are so excited that this is going to be happening. We still don't know yet, but this is a rumor floating around that Super Mario Run could be getting its very first Nintendo Switch 2 edition. We'll just have to wait and see. This next one I would like to talk about is Dr. Mario World could get Nintendo Switch 2 edition. this is another rumor floating around that Dr. Mario World could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. We'll just have to wait and see if it ever gets announced. Okay, I have a few more games of Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and we'll move on to another segment. This next one is all about a very different game coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. This one is all about a Plants vs. Zombies game. If this Plants vs. Zombies game ends up coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 as a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, people would be so heckin' hyped about that happening. Because if Plants vs. Zombies Nintendo Switch 2 edition actually happens, people would actually jump out of their chairs, run across the room, jump on their bed, like being excited about this happening. It could be possible. Okay, this next one I would like to talk about is another very highly likely game. And this could be one of the games off of the mobile phones as well. This could be a Amazing Alex Nintendo Switch 2 edition. It's like highly likely or plausible, but if Amazing Alex Nintendo Switch 2 edition happens, it could solve puzzles and other amazing stuff, a game for children to play, other people too. It's for everyone. And it's very highly likely / plausible for this to happen. We'll just have to wait and see until tomorrow morning. Okay, this final one I would like to talk about is something that people have never ever seen before. Okay, so this final one I would like to talk about is all about a Halo game, Halo Infinite. What if the whole Xbox community / the Xbox company collabed with Nintendo and made a Halo Infinite Nintendo Switch 2 edition? This would be something because people have been speculating about a Halo Infinite Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Because if this happens with the new Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 mouse controls, you can control your player, the way you're shooting. It could be very possible that this could happen. It's one of these days, if it happens, it could happen. We'll just have to wait and see until tomorrow. Okay, so this next segment I would like to talk about is some games as of coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 that could potentially get sequels. Like, for an example, there is a game that's called, like a Nintendo GameCube game called Dr. Muto. We could get some Nintendo Switch Online updates, and Dr. Muto comes in on the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Online, and then sequel comes with it, Dr. Muto 2, which is a sequel. And if this happens, people would be so hyped. And there are a couple more games I would like to reveal as of sequels. The next game that could more than likely get a sequel is a brand new Plants vs. Zombies game that no one has ever seen before. There was a Plants vs. Zombies announcement before, think this year, or think 3 years before this, or even 5 years before this. I'm not too sure, but for the Nintendo Switch 2, what if Nintendo decided to make a Plants vs. like a brand new spin-off Plants vs. Zombies game that people could be most excited for, and this would be so incredible. People would absolutely love this. This final one I would like to talk about is all about a sequel that everybody wants. You know Super Mario Sunshine? The most popular Nintendo GameCube game? Well, there's a lot of most popular Nintendo GameCube games. Well, if Super Mario Sunshine 2 happens, and this would be very possible that this could happen. There are a lot of ways that Nintendo could make brand new sequels, and that could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Super Mario Sunshine 2 is a very possible sequel that could be coming. We are super duper excited about this going to be happening. Okay, let's move on to a really special segment that is related for what's going to be happening in a couple of days. And we could get a really, really special announcement in the upcoming 60-minute Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning. Okay, so this really, really special segment, and actually, this is the final segment that I'm going to be talking about. And this final, big, huge, special segment is all about, of course, Super Mario's 40th year anniversary. And as we may know, it is coming September 13th, 2025. But we have heard no words from Nintendo about it happening on September 13th, 2025. But we could get an announcement on the Super Mario's 40th year anniversary Direct and be like, hey, there will be a Super Mario 40th year anniversary Direct happening tomorrow, right after Friday. And this is really, really likely to happen. And people are like, oh no, there's not going to be a Super... And people are just like blabbering about, hey, there's not going to be a Super Mario's 40th year anniversary Direct. Nintendo's going to skip out on this. It's not possible that this is going to happen. Well, those are people that are just complaining about it. Here's the thing though. Super Mario's 40th year anniversary is gonna happen. There's no way Nintendo could skip out this mascot on this. If Nintendo just skips out this, that'll be not good for the Super Mario community. Everybody will be upset if that happens. So for Super Mario's 40th year anniversary, let's first talk about some remakes / remasters coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. This first one is all about, of course, you may call it Super Mario Galaxy 2. Y'all know the game, Super Mario Galaxy 2. What if this gets a Nintendo Switch 2 remastered edition, and it adds brand new areas in it, some brand new galaxies, brand new improvements of 4K, 120 frames per second, adding brand new things in Super Mario Galaxy 2, Nintendo Switch 2 Remastered Edition. This will be something that Nintendo is more than likely to put out in Super Mario's 40th year anniversary. This next one is all about a brand new Mario baseball game. This is more than likely to happen because Nintendo did just tease that there's this blurred / cleared image of what Nintendo showed in this picture. I'm not going to show it, but this picture was showing a Mario baseball children toy, which is basically a toy of where there's this area as a toy. Mario and other characters can be standing on this. They could hit the baseball thing and can just like take the baseball bat and hit that. It's like a toy along with this brand new Mario baseball game. I say that this brand new leak of a brand new Mario baseball game could be about, it could be called Super Mario All-Star Baseball, which all Mario characters play baseball, and it's called Super Mario Baseball All-Star Edition. Could be something like that, or could be called Super Mario Baseball Jamboree Edition. What if Super Mario Party Jamboree made it to this brand new Mario baseball game and have a way you can roll the dice, and if you roll the dice on this brand new Mario baseball game, the dice can tell you of which player goes first in order, or could be random. And if you roll the dice, let's say it lands on Yoshi. Yoshi hits that baseball, and goes around the platter, goes around the thing, and could get a home run, and someone rolls the dice again and they get Wario. Wario is up next, and they run around the whole thing, do the same thing, hit the baseball, and someone rolls the dice again and gets Princess Peach, and her hitting the baseball. This could be something that is totally brand new. This is more than likely to happen. I am so excited that this could be happening. It's something that people have never ever seen before. It could happen. Super Mario Baseball Jamboree Edition. It could happen. We all just have to wait and see. Or it could be just a brand new spin-off or something. I don't know. But this next one is all about the very, very first teaser trailer of the live-action Super Mario World movie. This is more than likely to happen because this movie is scheduled to be released on April 3rd, 2026. We haven't got anything on the cast of the live-action Super Mario World movie. And this first teaser trailer could be about showing Bowser's Koopa kids. Roy, Wendy, Iggy, Bowser Jr., or the other characters, Morton, Ludwig, who knows, right? And the old voice actors come back, Seth Rogen, Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Pratt, Charlie Day. Yeah, this would be so awesome. People would get hyped for the first teaser trailer because they know it could be coming. This next one is all about Mario-themed 40th anniversary merchandise. This is more than likely to happen because 5 years ago, as of Super Mario's 35th year anniversary, Nintendo put out some 35th year anniversary merchandise. And t-shirts, pants, coffee mugs, and all of that. Which would be another more than likely thing to happen. Another more than likely thing to happen is a brand new way you can enjoy playing Super Mario. Let's bring back Super Mario 35. But instead, you can play as of 40 players. Yes! What if Nintendo decided to bring back Super Mario 35 and renaming it to Super Mario 40 the same way that they did with Super Mario 35? This time, it's not limited. It's not a limited time. It's unlimited, and people can just buy it nonstop. It can be something that people love to enjoy. I have a few more things before I end today's big video. This next one is all about Super Mario themed things like crossovers coming in each game. For an example, for Super Mario's 35th year anniversary, they added Super Mario themed furniture to Animal Crossing. What if they did the same thing to Animal Crossing, but what if they did like Super Mario 40th year anniversary furniture and merchandise coming to Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and the other Animal Crossing games. Along with this, they could do something about Donkey Kong Bonanza, go over there and add a brand new Super Mario themed costumes that Donkey Kong and the 13-year-old Pauline could change into. For an example, the 13-year-old Pauline can dress into the Princess Peach costume, being all pink, having the umbrella right here that she's holding, pink cat, and the yellow crown that she wears on top. That would be something right there. And Donkey Kong can be like Super Mario, but it's like Super Mario overalls. This could be something that people have never ever seen before. Oh, I forgot. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Right? It could be a chance that could happen from Nintendo. We'll just have to wait and see. And then next is more brand new remasters. For an example, Super Mario RPG Nintendo Switch 2 remaster could actually happen for the Nintendo Switch 2. It could happen as of Super Mario's 40th year anniversary. This other remaster I would like to talk about is not just a remaster. Mario Kart World is not going to be a remaster, but it's still a brand new game on the Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Kart World could get a free DLC update and adding Donkey Kong racetracks, adding like the Donkey Kong Islands Frantic Factory from Donkey Kong 64, another Donkey Kong racetracks, and more Donkey Kong characters coming, like Tiny Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Chunky Kong, or maybe other characters like King K. Rool, Void Kong, the other version of Pauline, 13-year-old Pauline, Poppy Kong, and Grumpy Kong, which is a pretty good free DLC update for Mario Kart World. Okay, this final one this final Super Mario's 40th year anniversary is a brand new 3D Mario game. It's a brand new 3D open world Mario game. Of course, there's Super Mario Galaxy 3, but turn it into Super Mario Galaxy 3D. There's this Breath of the Wild Mario-like game, has no loading screens, it's full area. Or we could have a Luigi's Mansion 4, something like that. This final one I like to talk about is Super Mario Maker 3D. So, if you don't know about Super Mario Maker 3D, Nintendo introduced mouse controls for the Nintendo Switch 2 / Joy-Con 2 controllers. And for mouse controls, you can go along with the mouse controls, start dragging things down, building some levels. It makes sense. Ever since Nintendo announced those mouse controls, they could finally announce Super Mario Maker 3D. We can create your very own levels in 3D form. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario Odyssey. For Super Mario 64, you have Princess Peach's castle in the background and build custom Super Mario 64 levels. There is, however, a Super Mario 64 game where you can create your very own Super Mario 64 custom levels as this mod / game, whatever that is called. And we have Super Mario Galaxy custom levels, which you can customize the gravity of each planet, have like a level on that planet, collect a power star. That could be something we've never ever seen before. Customize the gravity? Say what? Yeah, customizing the gravity? What if it was light gravity or heavy gravity or gravity, what it's like on the moon, jump really high, moving on to each planet, to another planet, to another planet. That could be something. For Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario has Cappy, in which is his own friend of mine on top of his head, and throws Cappy parkouring across the custom Super Mario Odyssey levels, doing that. It could be something right there. Super Mario Maker 3D is a very, very higher possibility / more than likely game to happen, because Nintendo introduced the mouse controls / Joy-Con 2 mouse controls for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it could be something that Nintendo knows about it. Nintendo knows, because for the mouse controls that they announced, Nintendo knows what they're up to. They know the games that we know and love that could get announced. Super Mario Maker 3D. And if it happens, I'ma scream in a pillow on my bed, be like, ooh, something like that. And but like, no way, this could be finally happening. It happened. It could happen, for sure. For sure. And that was it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this huge video. And these are my final predictions of this 60-minute Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And I would like to say, thank you all for watching.